Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here for December tarot reading. This is just a general tarot card spread for the month of December and we'll see what comes up. I'm a little bit different in how I do this. I like to do a psychic channeling at the end, so do stick around for that. Let's go to the board now and see what we can see. Okay, it's a 5-card spread. If you are new, please consider subscribing to my channel and don't forget to hit that notification bell right now. I like to have a little psychic vision before I turn the cards over. And we're just looking at general energies around and about for December for everybody. Let's go with that card there. Closing my eyes, what do I see? I see something opening up. It's like I've been walking down a gorge between two mountains. Then I see somebody mining, like mining for gold in a mine, a gold mine. And so there's a lot of rocks around, and rocks and gorges and mountains are all about challenges to be overcome. But it's like a sacred quest looking for gold. So this is not just about money. It can be, but there's more than that even. Looking for gold in a spiritual sense, looking for the truth. Looking for something very precious and valuable deep down within. The card that comes up is the Knight of Cups, which is very appropriate because he's riding a lobster here, as you do. And the lobster is in the ocean. So the ocean is the symbol for the subconscious. So it's all about looking within. This is typically like a young guy in his 20s exploring all of his emotions and seeing how he feels about different things. Sometimes there's a bit of experimentation going on, like you might try something new just to see how you feel about it. Okay, so it's very experiential and it's all about the subconscious and the feelings. Okay, so going down deep inside, you might have some fun and do some socializing too in December. And of course that makes sense because it is Christmas time coming up, and Merry Christmas to everybody who celebrates Christmas, and if you don't, happy holidays. All right, going with this second card here. Closing my eyes, what do I see? Just the general energies. Okay, there's a blackboard here in front of me that suggests like learning, studying, researching, teaching maybe. Then a big white bird comes down and flies through it. Okay, you may be in a bit of a quandary about having to learn something, but yet freedom is calling because birds are all about freedom, flying high, looking at the big picture. But of course there's a big picture and then there's a little picture, if you like, but that's where the detail is. You know that saying, the devil is in the detail. So it's nice to come up with a great big huge concept about something. Then you've got to go through and start looking at all the details, because that's where it comes unstuck sometimes. So it's not that you can't do what you want. Of course you can do what you want, but there are details to be taken care of. All right, the card that comes up is the Four of Cups. This is actually a lovely energy. Suggests spiritual love, affection, connection, a spiritual connection with somebody. And Spirit here is actually handing you a cup. So a cup of emotions. It could be around love because she's standing on a red rose here. So, but at the very least, if it's not romantic love, at the very least it's a spiritual connection with somebody. This could be helping you out a lot because there's this gold that she's wearing. That's the solar plexus, goal oriented, and you know, helps you achieve. This is a type of energy that will help you achieve. She's also wearing green for opportunity, but a lovely spiritual connection with somebody. Okay, let's have a look at the next card. General energies for December for everybody. Let's go with that one. Closing my eyes now. What do I see? I see a little candle lit here. A candle's like hope. hopes and dreams and keeping your hope alive, basically. So let's see what comes up. It's the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is beautiful. Again, a lot to do with the subconscious, the ocean in the background here. The feminine side of you, really feeling the emotions and the urges that come up from your subconscious and from spirit. She's dressed in blue and green, and that suggests that the blue of the throat chakra and green of the heart chakra. So expressing what you love, talking about it, making your feelings known to the outside world. Here those birds again, looking at the big picture and not getting caught in the detail. Okay, so Queen of Cups is a very feminine energy. It's the divine feminine flowing through us all. You'll see there she's seated on a conch shell with a shell also at her back. So it's all about being in touch with your subconscious and also your intuition. Okay, this card literally just flew out, the Page of Wands. Okay, so pages always bring news. I'm basically an optimistic person, so I always think it means good news. Pages can be like a young person or a young energy, and feeling that sort of enthusiasm that they have for, you know, life and for new projects and things like that. So action to be taken, though, as a result of the enthusiasm. They're not just sitting back doing nothing here because of that baseball bat. And there's also some green leaves here, so green for growth. Okay, she's wearing a big blue tie because she's expressing herself as well. There's two pyramids in the background here. This can suggest that your chakras are opening up, and out of the energy that comes out of your chakras, something there is going to help you become inspired about something, a new project or a new chapter in your book of life is beginning if you feel motivated and inspired. All right, let's look at the lucky last card. Do stick around. I'll do that psychic channeling after this. Lucky last card. No, that one. The top one. Closing my eyes now. What do I see? I see a ring. It's a gold ring. It has 3 or 4 small stones. I'm seeing like diamonds and rubies, or diamonds or rubies. Okay, which is a bit confusing. It's more like an eternity ring that I'm looking at. Perhaps you're thinking about buying a new ring, or this is just a sign of your eternal spirit that goes on forever and ever. And I'm getting sort of a stronger vibe on that, because I just feel this circle of gold going around and around, spiraling throughout the universe forever. That's you and me. The card is the Justice card. Okay, so this is about natural law, L-O-R-E. If you do have a legal case, this can help you with that. She's dressed in black because she doesn't have the full picture. Okay, so some things are hidden from her. So she must take the evidence in front of her and weigh it up, but all the time listening to the owl on her shoulder who is giving her intuition. Okay, she's blindfolded because she doesn't have all of the details. And then when she weighs it up, she needs to use the sword of truth, which is her logical and analytical ability, and cut straight through to decide, you know, make a decision which bits she accepts and which bits she doesn't. She actually is sorting out the chaff from the wheat, so to speak, with that sword of truth. Okay, to get to the sword, action will be taken. See all of that red? That's about action. Feet on the ground, being practical. So this is not airy-fairy stuff. This is practical, down to earth. It also suggests destiny and or karma. So it's not our job to actually keep count of the misdoings of other people, because Spirit does that perfectly well. They keep count. We don't need to. And that is through the agency of karma. So just know if somebody does the wrong thing, it's always going to come back to them in some form or another. So it mightn't happen overnight, you know, and often the the more a person is unconscious, the longer it takes for it to come back. But if it comes back soon, you'll know that they're on a journey of self-discovery, because if you're learning about things and really going deep down within, karma, I've noticed, comes back quite quickly. Okay, so we have Knight of Cups, Four of Cups, Queen of Cups, Page of Wands, bringing good news, and the Justice card. So much about emotions in December, okay? You know, you might have to step out from the news or from your friends or your groups a little bit and have some time alone, because it could be such an emotional month that you don't want to sort of, you know, overdo it with the emotions, because there could be some, you know, sort of shocking news or information coming out that is quite distressing for some people. And so do step away from the keyboard or your phone if you can, and go and spend some time in nature, because it could be overload this month. Okay, so that's the tarot component. Now I'm going to close my eyes and see what I can see for you now. For the month of December, just general energies. Okay, so I'm seeing something moving forward, like this, moving forward. And then I see some umbrellas. So again, you know, people could be divided here. Some people are progressing, they're forward, they're, you know, moving forward, they're happy, they're excited, they're, you know, they're making progress. And then other people are there with umbrellas. And it's almost like a storm, because I see the umbrellas actually blowing inside out. So it's like society is dividing even further in December. I now see a ship on the ocean, and yes, it is a storm. It's a very decorated ship, like it's very ornate. The bow, there's a lot of wood, and it's sort of cut out in a sort of ornate lace pattern. But the ship I'm seeing is probably 200 years old. It's a wooden clipper type vessel on a stormy sea at night with a lot of cloud in the sky. Also, there's a full moon. Somebody is raising a sword, like the Sword of Truth. It's a great big huge sword, this one. It must be at least 4 feet, 5 feet long. It's a monster sword. And they're going to cut through to the truth. There's some chains here. I see it's almost like the ship, this clipper is, oh, it's all over the show in front of me like this. And it's almost like someone or something's chained up and it's making matters worse. And so I do see these chains being released, so that this ship, it's like the ship is chained up. It's out in the middle. This doesn't make sense logically, because it's out in the middle of the ocean, yet it's chained up. So I don't understand. Oh, maybe it's the anchor. I'm seeing the chain on the anchor, and it's dragging the boat down, and it's the ship is trying to move forward. But yeah, that's what I think it is. And this great big huge, they have to cut this anchor loose basically. I feel like this is a big burden that this ship is carrying, and it has to be cut loose. It could be a person that has to be cut loose. Okay, because it's dragging the ship down. They'll all die if they don't deal with this problem. I don't know who this is I'm talking about, but if you've got any thoughts, let me know. But it's something, it's a big organisation that's being dragged down, I can tell you that. Okay, what else do I see for the month of December for everybody, generally speaking? You know, even though it's Christmas time, it's like Christmas pales into insignificance. I'm getting the vague feeling, it might be because it's still weeks away, but you'd think there would be more about Christmas, but it's like there's so many other things going on that Christmas is just sort of minimised because of all this other debacle. I want to say the word debacle that's going on, whatever that means. I don't know. Let me know if you've got any ideas. I see a toilet. That always means getting rid of the past. You know, time to detox yourself spiritually. Yeah, do be careful what you watch and what you listen to, because there's so much fear-based stuff around these days. You have to be very careful, because eventually that gets onto you and that drags you down. As I'm saying that, I see a platinum ring with a oval-shaped diamond. So diamonds are always about clarity. So what I just said then is very true, because they're showing me a diamond. So clarity in what I said about fear, listening to fear-based people. Okay, what else do I see for the month of December? I get the words, it's nearly over, I guess, and that means 2020 is nearly over. Thank God for that. New year, we are starting a new era. I've been saying that for a long time now. It's almost like, actually I heard somebody the other day saying it's the age of Aquarius is finally starting. It was something to do with Jupiter, but I don't remember what aspect, but it might be Jupiter and Saturn, because there's something really big. There's a big aspect coming in December with Jupiter and Saturn. Whether it is the age of Aquarius or not, I don't know, but I know there is a huge new start coming in 2021, and the past will be literally swept away. Somebody's got a hand here. It's a man's hand going like that. 4 fingers. Going like that. 4 fingers. I don't know what this means. It might mean something to somebody, but it's a man's hand. Oh, it's like 1 down, 4 to go, or something like that, maybe. Okay, what else? Do be careful if you're trying to lose weight. There's a big tendency to put weight on this month. That's probably Jupiter. I'm just seeing tape measures, putting a tape around your waist and making sure that your waist isn't getting any bigger. Okay, a lot of green here. There's a whale here. There's a big whale's eye right in front of me, sort of winking at me. Whales are the record keepers of the past. They keep all of the ancient records, apparently. That's the symbolism of whales. They've got good memories. And it's like everything that's happened is going to be kept. It's never going to go away. It's always going to be known forever and ever. So if you're not happy with some of the decisions that you've made over the last year especially, but over any period of time actually, but especially over the last year, if you're not happy, look down inside yourself and think about what it is that led you to those decisions or to adopt those belief systems. And, you know, if you've been listening to other people and things like that, when really the most important thing is to listen to yourself. And if you're really paying attention, there's a whale right here in front of me. He's got big eyes. If you're really paying attention to what's going on deep down within, when you hear something, when you hear somebody say something, if it's right or wrong, you're going to get a feeling in your body. And so it's a matter of tuning in and practice paying attention. When somebody's lying to you, what's your body saying? You know, pay attention to what your body says. There's some sharks here too. Sharks are often about fear, and fear coming up out of the subconscious. So there's a lot. There does seem to be a lot of shark activity in December. That might be for Australia because, gee, we've had some shark attacks over the last couple of years. They seem to be getting more and more. I think sharks are protected species, and so people have stopped killing them. But they do seem to be killing more people. It's really super important that you don't go swimming at dawn or dusk, because that's the shark's feeding time. So why go and sit at their dinner table and hope you don't get bitten? Like, that's just the wrong time of the day. Okay, anything else for everybody? Look, you'll get through this month, and next month things will start to move forward. You'll feel them moving forward, and you'll start to feel much better. And there's a lot of gold energy coming in. 2021 promises to be not as difficult as 2020. That we still have our moments. We have Saturn square Uranus, which will lead to a lot of aggravation and irritability in February, June and December. There's some things like that, but overall we do get time to breathe and to have a small sigh of relief after 2020. This is the start of something grand, though. As vulnerable and as uncertain as we all feel, this is the start of something grand. It's big and it's beautiful and it's going to change society and bring it on, I say. Okay, so that's it, everybody. I hope you found this a bit useful. Leave me a comment, a like, or a share. That would be fabulous. I would really appreciate that. If you're new, please subscribe to my channel now and hit that notification bell. Okay, all right, thanks again, and have a great month, everyone. I shall see you all again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.